transfer portal counts just the same as high school guys nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. I think in a way they don't count as much. In a way they should count more. They should count more because they're proven. They've played at this level, so you know what you're getting. But you don't have them for as long.
It all ranks the same in your recruiting class ranking is basically my point.
They throw it all together.
Yeah. So, I mean, a month ago, Nebraska hadn't had any 5-stars. Now they have 2 of them in their recruiting class thanks to the transfer portal. So, it just kind of changes things a little bit. So, but yeah, it's all one class lumped together, and that's what I was saying. I produce a DVD every year of the recruiting class that Sean uses to go out and do his events, and I've never had to do one with 39 guys before, and so I felt like I had to shortchange usually what I produce. The highlights. I had to keep everybody down to like a minute, and to me, that's not telling you the whole, not showing you the whole capabilities of a player for the most part. And it's just kind of funny to that he wants it. He wanted it like 35 minutes. I'm like, no way, man. But it is. They can still get through it. Fairly efficiently, I think. They did at least on Thursday. They did overlap a little bit, and I had to pause the video when they would do that. But it is what it was. That's just my point. Is there's a ton of guys in this class. In my 20 years, I've never seen a class this size before.
Yeah, you're right. 39.
And like I think I mentioned last week, I mean, this is going to be the norm now. I mean, you're going to see bigger classes than you're used to seeing from now on because they don't have the restrictions about how many scholarships that you can offer in a class like that. I mean, you can oversign basically now and then kind of weed it out later.
Blue chip ratio is at 14%. For anybody keeping track at home, the average distance from campus to all these high school commits is an average of almost 600 miles per player, 589. It's probably all those Georgia players and all those Texas players.
New Jersey, Philly. No, I mean, they've always prided themselves with that 500-mile radius that you want to control, and that's never going to change. I mean, you're always going to be recruiting that 500-mile radius, and then you're always going to be reaching out to the south and to the East Coast and the West Coast, and obviously Texas. But I mean. They've always, I mean, I don't care who's been the coach. That's always been a priority is to dominate that 500-mile radius. So that stat right there to me sounds right perfect, basically, because Nebraska's always been a program ever since they've been a program that has always had to recruit nationally. That'll never change. But I mean, most other schools have actually figured that out too, that they have to recruit nationally. So, it's pretty fair to everybody.
Yeah, it's definitely a smaller world to these athletes today than it used to be.
NIL is the biggest game changer in all.
Well, yeah.
I mean, kids nowadays are way more apt to go somewhere far away from home just because of the opportunities.